Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge was stunned when Brooke showed up in the looker gown. It seems that Ridge may have planned for Taylor to be the one wearing the gown rather. Ridge is certain to call Eric out on his trick. Ridge knows that Eric wants him to get back together with Brooke. Still, Ridge will contend that he's in a relationship with Taylor and is moving on. Eric's words will get to Ridge when he tell him just how important he knows he belongs with Brooke. Unfortunately, Ridge will stick with Taylor rather leaving Brooke to find another man. Ridge will remind Eric that he shouldn't be snooping in his love life. Of course, Eric wouldn't agree with Ridge, who decides to hang right in there. Ridge may clearly be for a shock down the road when he discovers that Brooke has moved on rather of staying around for him to come to his senses. Eric will have an occasion to back down and stop playing matchmaker. Eric loves Brooke and wants her and his son to be happy. Ridge has turned Brooke down so numerous times. Will Brooke eventually decide that it isn't worth the delay and eventually move on? Is Brooke simply tired of being pulled back and forth all of the time? Brooke may tell Eric to back off when Ridge makes it clear that he wants to be with Taylor and her alone. Brooke has been hurt enough. Will Eric take the hint and stop pushing these two together? Will Eric keep working to push these two back into each other's arms? Could Eric eventually be forced to allow Ridge to move on? Brooke has been rejected time and again by Ridge since the preemption. Ridge had run to Taylor before that and nearly married her until he set about she prevaricated to him. Is Brooke just tired of staying on Ridge to stop waffling? It seems that Brooke is going to get a visit from someone she didn't anticipate and will have a new romantic prospect soon. Will Brooke see that her time with Ridge is done and allow someone differently to be her fortune for formerly? Maybe Brooke is about to discover that Ridge's half-family, Nick, is willing to give her what she needs. Is Nick the person who'll make Brooke his precedence and give her the love and future she deserves? Ridge giving some serious study to what Eric had to say. Ridge is determined to not do what he always does and drop Taylor like a hot potato the alternate he learns that he squinched up with Brooke. He's going to see this through indeed if his heart is in it. Sure, he loves both women, but seeing Brooke on the runway in that Portofino gown took Ridge's breath down, and now he can't get her off his mind. Eric prodding hasn't helped much. Eric is pertinacious that Ridge and Brooke belong together, so it's given Ridge some food for study. Anticipate lots of flashbacks as Ridge remembers the good times with Brooke, from the time he first met her when she was on the catering staff for one of Eric's grand soirees. Ridge is torn between two women formerly again, and it doesn't look like that's going to change any time soon if ever. Still, also it's the same for Kate as she formerly again doesn't mind her own business, if it's a day that ends in Y for Ridge not sure who he wants. This time, she's coming after Daphne. After seeing her kiss Carter and hearing her discussion with Zend, Katie realizes that Daphne has been Steffi Factory this entire time. That changes everything for Katie, so she confronts Daphne and puts her on notice. How dare Daphne waltz into this company and go after Hope man? Carter and Hope belong together and Daphne needs to stay out of effects. Daphne is hysterical of Katie and virtually laughs in her face. She's over these Logan ladies and isn't going to let one of them push her around. She wants Carter and she's going to get him no matter what she has to do. Brooke pounced on Ridge in private after Hope felt shamefaced about her mama's romantic drama. In a confidentially area at Forrester Creations, Carter flashed back to colorful moments with Hope before Zend questioned him about Daphne. Although Zend wondered if commodity was going on between Carter and Daphne, Carter claimed there wasn't. Rather, Carter was concentrating on Hope and the possibility of reuniting with her. Katie grilled Daphne about what she eavesdropped and wondered if Daphne had been using Carter this whole time. There were enterprises about Daphne coming back just to do Steffi dirty work and undermine Hope's relationship with Carter. Daphne defended her sweats to help Steffi get the company back and suspected Katie was coming at her like this because of her own once fling with Carter. It left Daphne allowing Katie still harbored passions for her former honey. Katie claimed Carter was a friend she watched about and remained upset about Daphne's docket. Daphne refocused out that the company was back in the Forresters' hands and played down the idea that she was a trouble. That said, Daphne admitted she'd fallen in love, which is commodity that infrequently happened to her. While Katie was trying to question Daphne, Carter popped up and was curious about what was going on. Daphne claimed she was just talking to Katie about their collective respect for Carter and how they wanted what was stylish for him. At Brooke's house, Hope talked to her mama about the looker and her regrets over how Brooke's relationship with Ridge had been affected by all the achievement chaos. Now Hope was starting to see the error of her ways and got emotional over Brooke paying the price. Still, also Hope wanted that for her. If Brooke wanted to be with Ridge, Brooke didn't suppose Hope should condemn herself for the split and made a hopeful vaticination about Ridge being her fortune. Back at Forrester Creations, Ridge blustered at Eric for trying to play God with his life. Eric was sick of watching Ridge go back and forth between two women when they both knew he'd end up with Brooke. Although Eric conceded that Taylor brought Ridge happiness, she wasn't the love of his life like Brooke was. Ridge reminded Eric of his commitment, but Eric easily didn't suppose it signified much since Ridge wasn't engaged or married. After Eric gave Ridge another drive toward a reunion with Brooke, Ridge was alone when Brooke came to the CEO office. That gave Brooke a chance to bewail about the looker triumph and how the fashion assiduity wanted them back together. Brooke wondered if Ridge wanted that too and played up how magical effects were on the runway. Ridge claimed that was a offered moment rather than commodity real, but Brooke kept up her reunion pitch. After Brooke moved by close and put her arms around Ridge, she formally again wondered if he wanted the same thing and said she was his Logan, now and always. Brooke has some delicate blows ahead. Bill could express 6 sincere words following the disclosure of Liam medical secrets. Presently, Liam is tightly guarding the details of his sanitarium fire, counting on Steffi to remain discreet as well. Liam wouldn't be suitable to keep his condition a secret from Bill and those around him indefinitely. This is particularly applicable as he seems to be on the verge of discovering that he has an inoperable brain excrescence. Faced with the possibility of limited time, Liam might embark on a trip of tome reflection. Despite the pressure from their last battle, the history between Liam and Bill may come insignificant in the larger picture. While Liam struggles to comprehend why Bill would go to similar axes to help Luna, adhering to resentment now seems meaningless. Still, he may feel compelled to reach out to Bill during what could be his last months, if Liam senses that his time is running out. Also, Bill's wrathfulness might dissipate snappily once he understands that Liam suffered a serious medical exigency on his property. This consummation will probably lead Bill lamenting that he wasn't there to call for help sooner. Ultimately, Bill will admit updates about the ruinous opinion of Liam's inoperable brain excrescence, which could also alter his relationship with Liam. While Liam had preliminarily questioned Bill's capability to express his love, the unfolding of these medical exposures might prompt Bill to eventually open up and partake his true passions. When brazened with the implicit loss of his son, Bill might find himself impelled to partake some significant trueness. This moment could profoundly transfigure Bill's passions and foster a deeper connection with Liam. While it would be preferable for this to do under further favorable conditions, both Liam and Bill might still value the occasion to strengthen their relationship. After Liam's medical secrets are revealed, Bill could find himself uttering 6 sincere words, "I love you and I'm sorry." This expression could pave the way for Bill to recapture Liam's remission and mend their relationship in the forthcoming occurrences. Given the multitudinous dramatic twists we've witnessed, it's entirely presumptive that Liam could admit some unanticipated good news in the future. After all, it wasn't that long ago that Eric faced a fatal outgrowth. An experimental procedure could come Liam's way and his life could be saved. Nonetheless, Bill and Liam may start visioning ways to rebuild their bond, no matter how important time Liam has left.